So, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to another stream. And what the hell is going on? I mean, this Monday was very bad, okay? Let me know in the comments where you are watching from, as always, and smashing the like button directly at the beginning is highly appreciated, guys. I don't know about you, but I was quite relaxed today, okay? I know it sounds a little bit weird, but I am really relaxed. I know there's a couple of things which are very serious going on, obviously, but I will tell you in 3 things that impacted the market quite heavily, why it happens, and why it's not so bad how it seems. And finally, obviously, I would like to quote Warren Buffett, as always, be greedy when others are fearful. Okay, this is very important, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. We have people here from Washington, we have people from New York City, Maryland, Holland, New Hampshire, USA, we have Arkansas, we have people from Portugal, like Hugo, also here live on a Monday, and it's either very late for you or it's early for you. Doesn't matter, because we always like to talk about the stock market 24 hours, okay? I'm in with you 24 hours, guys. And we have here people from San Francisco, Montreal, Quebec as well, and Germany as well. So very, very international. And let's dive directly into today's agenda, okay? So we will talk about the health crisis that is going on that will impact the market. We will have a look into the elections. And finally, we will also talk about stimulus. You remember there was a stimulus coming. It's very coming very soon, okay? So stay tuned. And so there's this 3 things that are impacting the market, and it's just because of that, okay? So there's nothing that you might oversee. There's nothing that you might not understand. It's pretty simple, straightforward, a little bit of fear, a little bit of uncertainty, and this is pressuring the markets, okay? Let's have a look first into the headlines of today, which says, for example, which I partially agree, okay, which says stock market turbulence could last until the election, which is on the 3rd of November, I think, followed by a relief rally, strategists say. Moreover, the stock futures already tick a little bit higher after this huge sell-off. And as you can see here, the S&P 500 lost about 1.86% today, and went a little bit higher today. We will talk about also our favorite stocks here, like Tesla or Virgin Galactic. So stay tuned till the end, and make sure if you have any questions, guys, put it into live comments right now, or if you're watching this later on, make sure to just comment with your questions and I will get back to you, okay? So I want to make sure that you get your questions answered, because there's so much emotion sometimes evolved into stock investing, and I think that you should be aware that you should not put emotions into investing, because this can be very, very let's say dangerous if you are putting emotions to that, okay? So let's have a look. Also, the Nasdaq obviously is down 1.64%, and the Dow Jones is also down 2.29%. So make sure also to follow my second channel. It's in the description below, and because I'm posting there every single day too. Now, let's follow first into the health crisis. Now, what is going on into the health crisis? We are seeing all over the world actually an uptick of the cases, and we are seeing, people are getting more and more affected by this health crisis, which you can see nicely here in this chart. This is, for example, the United States of America, and as you can see, the last high that we got was on the 17th of July. US started a little bit later, and finished off about in July, right, where we had 75,821 cases, and then we went down further and further. It looked very nicely, and I think if you compare this to the chart of the S&P, you can see that it went also together with the downturn in cases. The stock market went up. Now, then what happened then was an uptick into the cases until we reached even 78,088 cases, which was the highest ever reached in the US per day, which was obviously a little bit concerning. And this trend is not only going into the US, it's basically everywhere, right? I mean, look at the Netherlands, okay? Look at that. I mean, this is quite heavily, right? Look at, for example, other countries that are affected as well. For example, let's have a look how it is in the United Arab Emirates. It's also going up, but it's not that high as other countries. Let's have a look into, like, for example, I would love to see Germany as well. As you know, I'm coming from Germany. As you can see, Germany also very much affected into this crisis. Italy, definitely one of those countries that was heavily affected in March overall, and now again seeing a huge increase. Spain eventually the same, going up, and then also France the same thing. Okay, so we seeing very, very high cases over the last couple of weeks, but you need to understand that the stock market is actually forward looking. Okay, the stock market looks always into the future. So think about that. We are seeing curfews. We are seeing lockdowns. So these measures by the government are first very controlled. So they shutting down certain areas or making some curfew that you can leave your house after 10 p.m. So you don't kind of go to the bars and so on and so forth, where it's some of the most affected areas. And this measurements will take some action on the cases, obviously, that the cases will go down further. So actually, when we are seeing the market as a forward-looking instrument, you obviously now see the reaction, and it was, Monday. So we had Friday, which closed like neutral, and then we had Friday evening, Saturday, Sunday, all of this bad news going on, and obviously Monday was then the day where we are selling into the opening, which we saw the whole day, right? I mean, look at this. We directly dived into it. Let me show you my screen. So here you can see it. We directly dived in, and then somewhere in the midday, we found a bottom where we bounced off a little bit, but still one of the worst days, obviously, for the stock market since a very long time. Now, still, this is obviously the one thing, obviously, that we need to understand. Secondly, we are still having the elections going on, which gives the market uncertainty, and it's always the same, guys, that it's before the election, it gets a little bit turbulent on the markets, okay? It gets a little bit turbulent on the markets, which we see again this year, okay? And we saw it 4 years before as well. And usually on statistics, we will see 5% or 10% increase after the elections directly. So it's quite interesting to see if we have this development as well. Okay, so this is one thing that I wanted to show you, and obviously let's have a look into the polls. Currently it seems CNN polls of the 22nd of October, it seems that Joe Biden has a little bit of an advantage, but that doesn't mean anything, okay? This doesn't mean anything because we had the same in the last couple of days or years even. Even Trump was behind on the last election and he won. So you never know what is going to happen. There's some stocks where they will benefit from a Joe Biden win, and there is stocks and industries that will benefit from the Trump win. And therefore, if you see both parties, if you see the Democrats and the Republicans in the end, the stock market went up, okay? And it will stay that way over the next 100 years. In my personal opinion, if you're thinking long term, then you just put this short term, earthquakes to the side, okay? So this is the second topic, obviously, that we have seen. And the third one is obviously the stimulus, okay? The stimulus, the latest news on the stimulus, actually, I have to Google it because I don't know it, right? So let's have a look into the news of the stimulus. And Pelosi pushes the White House. Let's have a look. What the U.S. news are saying. Pelosi is pushing White House on virus testing as cases surge, and it seems they are somehow, getting closer and closer and closer to a deal, but still haven't found it yet. So obviously this is also pressuring the market because, somehow people want to have the stimulus. It's very important to get the people the money for consummation and for so many other things, guys. The people of America needs money, guys. So this is just the only thing that as of now, until the vaccine comes, this is the only help that we can get to stimulate the economy and the market and the people of America. And Europe is doing the same. Everywhere it's basically the overall situation is, the one that, is that the only answer so far is obviously money, okay? Printing money. Brrr, right? I have this very nice, let me have a look if I have it. Yeah, I have this very nice animation here where you see the Fed chair just printing money, and this will stay the case, okay? And until we have another solution, this will stimulate the market. So economic news are coming in quite more positive. So for example, the car industry is saying, we are thinking that it's a little bit picking up. So this positive news about the economy is obviously very, very stimulating and great for the stock market. So yeah, I think, we are going into the end year rally after the elections. So let's see if I will be right on that. Now let's dive into some stocks that we love here on this channel. And this is, for example, Tesla. And there is some great news for Tesla that I think was not so much spread today, okay? So Tesla, for example, first Mercedes, and I will talk about this very in-depth tomorrow on my second channel, so stay tuned and make sure to follow my second channel, guys, which is here, Wolf of Dubai 2. Make sure to follow me there as well because there's daily content as well, so don't miss any content. And if you're looking into the Tesla stock, then you can see some very nice pattern, okay? So first of all, we started low, we went a little bit higher to 423, which was positive for the day, and then moved the overall market, we went down to 410, but it seems like the stock doesn't want to go below 400. And this is my theory, that we don't see Tesla stock below 400 because this will be an epic price for Tesla. I think the $392 billion is not just justified for this company, okay? After the earnings call, or after the earnings, right? After they said today that we seeing more and more investments, right? They want to spend as much as possible capex to grow the company. This is positive, guys, okay? This means growth, this means earnings, this means lots and lots of electric cars, and I think they put in on some speed that other car manufacturers cannot really catch on. So, we finished about 420, the magic number for Tesla, obviously. And let's dive into the next stock, which is obviously space, okay? Virgin Galactic just got shredded today, 4%. And let me tell you that I'm actually very happy about this, because I'm just on the strong conviction that this stock with this company, with the start of the operation, will be very, very successful. And that's why buying it at 18, 19, 16, 15, 14 is an absolute dream, okay? I'm still building up in a position, so I'm definitely total bullish, and as more as we go down, I'm more bullish into the stock because I want to just go in for the cheap. And as you can see here, we started the day in about $19, then we went down up to 18, and then it stayed pretty much flat for the day. So this is where we have a kind of resistance. Apparently we didn't have the same uptick like on the Tesla stock, but it's just because this stock is so volatile, guys. There's a lot of people going in and out of this company. I'm staying in long term. I'm just buying every dip. I just buying every opportunity I can. And if you like this stock and if you like this channel, make sure to thumb up, and make sure also I'm sharing a lot of stock related things on my Instagram as well. So Wolf of Dubai Danny is my Instagram to follow for you guys. Okay, now let's get into some questions, guys. Okay, let me just pull up the right window here, which should be the chat window, which is this one. And then I will just pull up some chat questions right now, which we will answer for you right away. So we have people from Brooklyn, we have people from New Orleans, we have our very, very loved member Timothy from Greece, we have people from Norway, we have people from Ohio, we have people from Alaska, even Buenos Aires. So there's David Gerard saying President Musk. Actually, Elon Musk cannot become president because he was not born in the US. So very, very important fact here. Okay. Then we have, let me have a look. So people are impatient with VG. Yeah, people are, as I said, there's a lot of people that is going, in and out of the stock because it's just so young and it's so uncertain and it had up and down. So people using this as a nice, in and out trade, in a swing trade, like you would see it or say it, right? So what else? We have some analysts about Virgin Galactic saying it will hit 15 before it rebounds. Yeah, let's see about that. We have Sydney, Canada. We have our member Kamar. Is big crash coming soon, just like in March? I don't think so, guys. Okay, there's some important factors actually that are showing us that we don't see a crash like March because of the following things. In March, we had a situation where we don't know what is going to happen, okay? There's the lockdowns, how it evolves on the economy, how it evolves into the overall crisis. But now we know what we are doing. We are shutting down certain parts or certain cities, but not the whole country. So, we know that we can work from home, right? We know this new technology of Zoom and other stocks is just allowing us to really, 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 really work from home, and everything is working fine. So, obviously the economy is about to, get a hit. But this is even, nothing that we can do about it, right? And then we just need to hope that new stimulus and new certain positive vibes are coming, like the earnings. Like on Thursday, for example, we will have big earnings by Amazon, by Apple, by I think Microsoft is also showing us their earnings this week. So big tech is showing us their earnings, and I think those earnings will be great and maybe also stimulating for the market, because as you know, or might know, if you don't know, now 16% of the whole S&P 500 is tech. Okay, big tech is just driving the S&P 500 up. And what else do we have here? Craig has an average of $19.80 on his 7,200 shares. Congratulations. There are people saying that don't trust the polls, specifically CNN. Yeah, I just pulled it up just to show it to you, as a illustration that this is going this is actually affecting the market. Okay. Then Kamar is asking again if there's a big crash coming. Well, guys, there's always people saying out there, crash headlines always making good headlines. Okay, this is something that you should definitely remember. And what else do we have? Lot of VG investors here, guys. If you're, a VG investor, make sure to smash that like button. This is always highly appreciative. And do we have some Tesla shareholders here as well? For sure we have. What else do we have? So yeah, there's people also from Norway, Portugal, Denmark, Netherlands, Norway, what else? Hawaii, Australia, Ohio, Tehran, Dubai even. So what else? I'm just going through. Yeah, I think, Trading Experiment is saying, I wish I had more money. I think this is, if you are having a long-term perspective, I think this is always the case, that you always want, more money to invest. Because with more money, you can invest more, and long-term, I always wish the same. Moho Carp is asking if I got a fresh haircut. No, my haircut is actually a couple of days ago. So, if you're saying fresh, thank you very much for that. Then we have people from Manchester as well here. Salt Lake City in Utah as well. Fantastic. So there's people that asking about the $750 price tag that I put on Tesla towards the end of the year. Now you have to understand the following, guys. Tesla is a very, very, very interesting stock for many people. Not only for retail investors, but also hedge funds. So I think that if there is this positive vibes that keep on coming, okay? So after the election, after we cross the peak of the second wave, after the Tesla is going into the S&P 500, after we have some news on the Q4 for Tesla, then definitely, I think 750 is possible. Even it looks ridiculous, but I put some ridiculous price targets on Tesla before, and if any, they were just absolutely crashed by bigger numbers even, okay? So then there's some Neo investors as well. So yeah, thoughts on Neo? Neo is definitely an interesting stock if you are into the Chinese market of electric vehicles. I think this is the closest that you can get to Tesla, but definitely totally different company than Tesla. A lot of speculations as well, because people think, okay, if Tesla went so high, why Neo can't, right? So, but Tesla is just so much more, and yeah. So I think you should stay positive, guys. I think we might see a little bit of turmoil, yes, but overall, I think the overall situation looks a little bit good in terms of an rally or higher prices into the market for all the assets that are really benefiting from the overall situation, like Tesla, like its innovators, like anti-health crisis stocks like Peloton, right? I think those stocks will just continue to thrive. And yeah, I hope you liked it. Make sure to leave me a thumb up, and I would check out for now because it's 4 a.m. in Dubai, and I would like to have a couple of hours sleep. If you're appreciative of my content, make sure to follow me on Instagram. There is much more of myself and the life in Dubai and stocks and everything. And I'm checking out. I'm leaving. Stay healthy, stay safe, and have the best week of your life, because just Monday beginning, even when it's not so a great Monday for many stocks, I think that you should not be too much affected by this let's say short-term movements. So stay cool and take care of yourself. I hope you are having the best Tuesday tomorrow morning, and switch on tomorrow morning again, because there's always some fresh content to check out on this channel. Thank you. I'm checking out.